Hey, what's up, all you YouTube geeks and gamers? Sorry, Twitch geeks and gamers. Wow, that is a heck of a way to start the show. Um, you know what? Why not? I mean, that's what it is for, right? Um, it's been a heck of a week. We've been doing lots of stuff. Almost didn't make it today. Hey, Amar, how you doing today? I see you. I have no idea if um, if Danielle's going to join me today as a mod because they've been traveling a little bit, doing some awesome stuff. So we'll see. And sorry for starting late. The music I play in the background is through a service called Pretzel, which I've mentioned before. I love it. It works beautifully. Except I updated my OS. I updated my Mac earlier this week, and the new Mac OS does not play well with their app, so I had to figure out a different solution. Found one, so I'm not going to be completely. Thank you, David, for the happy birthday. Yes, today I marked the successful time here on Earth of 52 years as of today. Wow, I feel old. I feel even older because I realized earlier this week I work at a retail location here in the Grand Rapids area, and I realized one of my coworkers, we were talking about design stuff and Photoshop stuff, and I mentioned that I have been using Photoshop literally since version 1. Yes, I'm that old. And I realized how long that was, and I also realized that I've been using Photoshop longer than he was alive. So yeah, I felt really old at that point. But anyways, so today I'm working on the December projects for Luke Hart DM Lair. Finishing up the end of the one shots, which has been a running series. Today we're working on the Queen's Charms, or a Queen's Charms, not in that manner. Get your head out of the gutter. And then we'll be working on the Lair magazine if we get to it today. Before I do that, though, a couple different things to mention. I just received this in the mail earlier. Let's see here. Yes, that is Chris Paolini's name at the top, and that is my name down there near the bottom. We're all literary guests, and it's really cool to actually see a poster with my name on it next to Chris Paolini, Jim Hines, and some of these other folks, as well as here locally, good friends like Gene Davis. Yeah, this is awesome. That is coming up in November, about a month away right now. So November 13th through the 15th, I think, something like that. Whatever that weekend is, we'll be there all 3 days. Hey, and Major Kylis is here. Awesome. Thank you, November 15th through the 17th. Yeah, you ought to know because you're going to be there with me. I know that, running games. I also got yesterday, and I haven't opened them yet because I've been a bit busy, a new shipment of something fun for Grand Rapids and for my minions. I have pins. They're One-Legged GM 2024. This is going to become a habit, ritual, something for me. Folks who work with me, all my minions, all my amazing folks who work with me will get one, and then these will also be available, I think, for $1 at the booth. I think for $1 this year, because they're kind of a limited lifespan on them. But I just got them, so I thought, you know what? While I have your rapt attention, that is what they look like. And they look cool, and they are actually bigger than what we normally get as far as pins go. So, yeah, I'm kind of happy about it. It's currently 8 p.m. there. Cool. Forgot that you guys were that you're ahead of us right now in the grand scheme of things. Doing all that amazing research for the Victorian London supplement. And I've seen some of the stuff on the back end, and holy crap, you guys are going to enjoy it a lot. So, I think that's all the announcements I currently have. So let's jump into the design stuff. You just caught me as I was finishing up things. I just started doing Victorian Wales next. I'm okay with that. Granted, it's you and Michael writing it, but that's fine. You having the first-hand research there. But let's, as I was saying, let's go ahead and jump into the layout stuff. So, I was in the middle of, I'm almost finished with the David Wrong Wales. Although, a one-shot with were-whales as opposed to narwhals. Were-whales? Yeah. See, this is why you're here, and this is why, frankly, you shouldn't be. Anyways. So yeah. So I was working on this image. Oh, that's true. Oh Lord, Selkies versus were-whales. I just, no. I mean, yes, but no. Anyways. So, I am working on finishing up actually this one shot here. And I needed a large piece of art. I didn't want to show, it's the Queen's crystal necklace. Do you realize how hard that is to come up with something like that specific? So that specific, without using AI, which I don't use generative AI for the artwork. So I found an image. Let's see if I can find it actually. Show you, not that image. There it is, right there. That image. And I was like, oh, she looks pretty. This is an evil fey queen that we're talking about. And it's a decent enough crystal necklace that it gets the point across. The heck? Where is... Okay, they have completely... I just realized they completely redesigned the Safari interface. Awesome. Distraction. Anyways. I think I did save that there. I mean, to be fair, if Guinness ever reaches back out to me, I'd love to do Ireland, with the fact that we've established in canon that Guinness is leprechaun owned. or partially Leprechaun owned. No offense to the family who owns them, of course. Leprechaun owned, Leprechaun run, something like that. Alright, so what was I doing? See, I get sidetracked by you guys. And it's okay. I do enjoy that. I am making her smaller. Let's first of all move her to the back so I can see where all this stuff is going to be. So that just looks like a cheap visor. So let's move her up a little bit more. Not too much. This is a family-friendly publication. And no, she is not topless in the original. It's just unfortunately where it fell. So now there's that. And it looks goofy like that. So we're going to go ahead and throw a gradient feather on it. Crank it up to 90. And now it just kind of looks like a reference as opposed to just a pretty face. What's multiply look like? Nope, definitely not. No, we'll go back to multiply. The downside, oh, I've completely forgot. There we go. Forgot the music. You were at Cardiff yesterday? Cardiff Castle? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to hear about your travels when you get back. As usual, if the music's way too loud, way too distracting, let me know. Alright, I don't need that extra page there. Does that page delete or contain? Oh, I know what it is. There we go. Yeah, I hope you're. I do hope you are taking a bunch of notes, though. I'm kind of interested in the I'd love to get into the spooky side of things because we haven't played much with ghosts and specters and stuff, although I understand that some of that is coming in Victorian London. Can't do Victorian without that crap. Let's see here. Alright, now we're doing a bestiary, so... Good Lord, she's going to span 3 pages. Wow, okay. Oops. All right. So, I was kind of disappointed today. I had plans. I got invited out to use some high speed hole punches at a local outdoor place to do such things. And unfortunately, it's so windy out there right now that it would be a pain in the butt, or other places, unfortunately. And for high speed hole punches, I was going to take several, actually. At least one that is roughly, that punches holes about 0.22 inches in diameter. A really high speed one that punches about 0.3 inches in diameter. And then one, probably a couple, that punch a nice, cool, nice, even 9mm hole in paper, which is what I use it on. Kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to it, but what was it doing? Oh, stat block. This is stat block data. It's been a while since I've done these, so I've had to think about how I do these again. This is absolutely an 80s superhero movie sound. This is the end credits. I was thinking more of Superman. Yeah, this is very much like end credit material. I can see Temple of Doom as well, but this is very much credits scrolling up. This is much more Temple of Doom. Good Lord. This should be that. So if you are coming to Grand Rapids Comic Con in November, we're going to be running a bunch of things. I'm going to see if I can talk through some of the stuff as I do this. We'll see how much I screw up. Both of them, actually. Both talking to you folks and the design aspect. Got a bunch of stuff coming up. I think we do have the live RPG show. Yes, we have five panels, including the live show. So on the One-Legged GM side of things, we've got the live improv tabletop game where you, the audience, get to pick on us, the GM and players, by not only helping create our characters, but rolling the die and interfering in a very interesting and cool, unique way. That one's going to be fun. We're raising money. We're doing this as a charity event this year. So we're selling what we call plot points. It's $10 each, and all of the money, I'm eating sales tax and everything on these. So all of the money raised by the plot point sales is going direct to Amputee Care Support, Great Lakes Amputee Care Support Network, which is a fantastic charitable organization, part of Mary Free Bed. They do amazing things and help amputees, well, figure out how to do things. So that is going to be on Saturday night, 7 to 9, so right after the vendor hall closes. We've got a panel. We're going to have a live Hidden Worlds Discoveries panel where the dev team will sit up front and we will do a live Hidden Worlds Discoveries. I have no idea what we're going to talk about because we never do before we start. And it will be all the chaos as normal, except more because we'll have a bunch of live people there. And of course, as usual, everything is going to be canon in our world. So we'll have fun with that. We're also going to be doing David and I and Rob O'Neill, the illustrator for Stealing Scenes Action, we're all going to be doing a panel called creating a card game without going broke. Or publishing a card game without going broke. One of those two. That'll be a fun one because we talk about the ins and outs on the back end. Not so much design side of things, but the actual how-to and how much crap you have to do to get stuff put through. And it is surprising how much crap you have to do to get stuff put through. So, that's coming. Those are the 3 OLGM Direct panels. Now I've got 2 more panels as an author. One of them I'm working with Gene Davis, who's a good friend and a fantastic author. And we are talking about creating characters that people love / hate, or love and or hate. I forget what the exact title is, but that's basically it. It's about character building and basically creating characters that people care about, as opposed to just NPCs. She does not hate all of her characters. Just like I don't hate all of my characters. Although we do have a tendency to kill off those that we... Never mind. We'll talk about that at the panel, actually. What else do we have going on? The other one is with Gene and Lori Lusick, I think. That's how you pronounce her last name. We are doing a fantasy. So last year we did a sci-fi fiction and why you should read it. We're talking about fantasy this year, including traditional fantasy, high fantasy, romantasy, as Lori puts it. That's not going to be part of me. But also we're going to cover things like lit RPG and some of those other kind of skirting the also urban fantasy, which is, well, me. So it's going to be a fun time. So we're going to be busy. Not only we're going to be doing that, but we'll have demos running in the game room. I can't say what I think about George R.R. Martin. I'd be demonetized in a hurry. Now, okay, fine. George R.R. Martin doesn't hate his characters; he hates his readers. There, I said it. And I'm not sorry about saying it either. Go ahead, send the hate speech. Go ahead, send the hate mail. It's fine. And let's face it, if someone actually pointed that out and called me out on X, which is, I don't ever read Twitter anymore anyways, or X or whatever the heck it is now. I mean, in my case, it's only good exposure at this point. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. But I still stand by my statement. He doesn't hate his characters. He hates his readers. So for those of you who are going to Grand Rapids and who are not just realized I don't have my glasses on. That's why I can't read anything. Good Lord. All right. I know Amur's going to be one of my GMs, as well as, I believe, in the improv show on Saturday night. In Grand Rapids. It was fun last year. David's going to be hanging out with me in the guest booth. Anybody else on who's actually... I can't even tell. I don't have anything pulled up, so I can't even tell how many people are on. Anybody else on who's doing anything? And I just realized I haven't told everybody. We will be doing a 3-minute ad at some point because I need to. Yeah, the improv's always fun because we have an amazing audience. As a reminder, while I'm thinking about while my mind is ping-ponging off of everything as it usually does, I was going to remind you that it's I was going to remind you that it was September, but it's not. It's now October at Twitch. But we do love subscriptions. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to us for free. Doesn't cost you anything, and they pay me something for it. Again, I don't necessarily want you taking it away from another person you sub for. But if you don't currently do it, I always appreciate it. Won't make much. I think I've raised enough to buy a cup of coffee right now from McDonald's. But it is something. That's why we have to run the ads too. But yeah, it's, so if you want to sub to us, I forgot. I should probably push. Where's my button? There we go. Forgot to spam that out earlier. It's the web locations and stuff. That's all there. Man, I need to do something about that. So for the folks that are on, any questions about what's coming or what I'm doing, how I'm doing stuff? Turn this into a tutorial thing. I don't have a problem with that. So here, I need a picture of the Queen. These. Oh, that won't fit. All right, let's just put her there. Yeah, any questions, comments, want to talk about anything else that's going on, all that fun stuff. Be very careful not to hit that stupid corner. Oh, I do need to do that. So, found the Queen earlier, or at least the image I'm going to use as the basis. I like this one. Fits fairly well. Oh no! I probably should pin at least one of these, huh? this message. Alright. There. So now that's pinned. Let's see here. Just downloaded that. Drag it off your screen over to my second monitor. There we go. So as usual, I like to have illustration style. So we're going to toss this into a filter that if you've watched this before, you have seen before. Come on, wakey wakey. Cool. I had to laugh. I had a conversation. I was having an email conversation with Comcast, who I use for the provider here, and I've got business class service here, primarily because it's steadier and they cover install and everything as opposed to me doing whatever I need to. And I got an email that said, hey, have you looked into fiber, which is up to a gigabit, up and down parity and always on and blah, blah, blah. I don't have that. I have regular high speed. And so I thought, you know what? I'll check it out. All right. So I sent the guy back said, okay, nobody else from my location has fiber available. No one. I'm like, all right, what would it take to do fiber? What would it cost? What would it do? All that. He took a couple days, said, let me do a comparison for you. And he came back with a quote. The minimum fiber, which is 100 megabits, 200 megabits up and down. By the way, I have faster service than that already. 200 megabit fiber up and down. $750 a month. Plus install. The actual gigabit fiber, over $1,000 a month. I'm like, no. Why would I pay that? Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. It's just like, no. What are we to do? This is an evil queen, so we have to have bright and we have to go dark. So we have to have sinister feeling, right? I love that it basically muted her, basically turned her eyes white. And then I'm going to dump the saturation. That's actually cool. So needless to say, I did not choose Comcast Fiber or Comcast Business Fiber. Let's add a different filter. Not a fan. Oh, that's definitely not a fan. What does watercolor do? Oh, I kind of dig that. That's a good look. Yeah, that's a good look. I believe this is at the bottom of the page, but let me double check. It is. So now I have to guesstimate where I want it to pop up. And here, as we've talked about before, this is a layer mask. It basically allows me to blank out part of the image non-destructively, which means I can go back and change it if I want to. And I have some brushes that I have developed over the years to give me some interesting edges. Just like that, looks like we've torn the paper. So we are in the final editing stages of the Layers and Legends 2 and Loot and Lore 2 for DM Lair. Layers and Legends topped out 412 pages, I think. Loot and Lore was just over 3, I think. Seriously chunky books. What a fun project to work on, too. But I'll admit, I'm kind of glad to get back to this bread and butter stuff here. Let's add the queen here. Just to let you know, in about 9 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and run an ad. And thanks to the information I got from Amara 13 there, I'm actually going to swap to a different cover and run background music during that because, well, apparently it goes up on YouTube how however I had it. So, fun. We're going to run that at about 5 o'clock. Alright. Queen's Guards. I was right. That did say Goosekin. Okay. Warden of the Throne, medium humanoid Goosekin. I didn't realize that was a thing in D&D, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I knew about werewolves and others, and other kin, dragonkin, that sort of thing, but Goosekin it is. And I don't have a prayer in heck to find a half man, half goose image as a stock image in armor. There's not. There's just no. So I'm not going to try. I guess our goosekin is going to not have a picture. Yeah, she's by the way, she's a Fey Queen of the Realm. This is the series of one-shots is a campaign of 12 different one-shots. She is the big bad. So, yeah, you don't want to mess with her. So this is one of those pain in the butt situations where we have 2 lines on the next column. I don't like that. There. Goosekin? Lionkin? Is a royal guard? Sure. Not only would you have to fight her, you've also better hope you don't have allergies, because that'd be a bad day for you. Oh, speaking of some of the fun stuff going on at Grand Rapids Comic-Con, again, this is how my mind ping-pongs. Amara 13 and her sister are running some of the demos for me, and they're running a Disney princess-based one-shot. I've seen some of the stuff that's come through. They've asked for some help on some things. Holy crap, it's going to be fun, guys. I'm stoked. Fantastic job on everything I've seen come through. I was thinking about something earlier with some of the stuff that actually was being sent. On the Discord server, I was thinking about asking permission from anybody who I work with, and this would be completely open to anybody. Putting up, setting up a channel where you can put stuff you've created for the game to help out your game or other game masters. Things like if you've created a new passion and you want to put it up there so that other GMs can use it or whatever. If we did that, I would never take any credit for it. I won't use it because I don't. If you know me by now, I try to be fair with absolutely everybody. But I was thinking about making that a section to where GMs could help each other, and we could, occasionally end it. And if I come up with something as we're building for one of my campaigns, I was thinking about putting something up there so we could do that. Would that be a thing that you guys would want to see? Want to use? Maybe get GMs working more with each other, helping each other out. And now we have robots. Okay, sure. Alright, I'm at a loss for how to come up with some of this imagery. And with that, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and run an ad here for a couple minutes. So I'll be back in 3 minutes-ish, and we'll go from there, okay? So... All right, looks like we are back. Sorry, I left that running a few seconds longer. Anyways. It's Arcane Sentinel. I wonder if I can find a little image for that. So what do you guys think about the community resource type area for where people can add resources to the Discord server? Where you can, so people can add to it and then also use it use from that if they need to pull something real quick. I think it could be fun, kind of fun. Any reason it shouldn't be done? Hello? Anybody still out there? Bueller. Yes, all three of you. But this is what happens when I babble. You know this better than anybody else, Dave. Oh, I thought I'd be so much faster on this. That's what I get for thinking as I do this with you guys. On the plus side, it's been a good weekend. Yeah, it usually is babbling with me. That's why I said you should be used to it. Sometimes I say things. It's been a good weekend. Spent yesterday at Comic Signal, yesterday evening at Comic Signal here in Grand Rapids. It's a great little game store that has our games there. Got to play with some new folks who also ended up enjoying the game enough to actually buy a copy, which was fun. I did not win a single game, which I'm absolutely okay with because, frankly, with our game, they're so fast you can run through a bunch of them. You know what, though? I am going to try to find an automaton. Exclude generative AI. I'm pretty sure that that doesn't fit in the fantasy setting. That doesn't fit in any setting. Good Lord Almighty. Cool artwork. A small automaton. Fantasy. Let's see what they come up with. Golem. Hey, look, it's Grignac. Sorry. Couldn't help it, just watched that again. Hang on a second. Sorry, I just realized someone popped. Yeah, time to ban you. This is where I miss Magickyla doing... Yep, they were a bot, and I just bounced them. Thank you for that, though. Since the account was created 2 days ago... That's cool. I might have use for that later. I wonder when I use that. I think I can get away with that, though. Cool. Oops. Photoshop. Let's see how badly this screws it up. It's not terrible. It's not great, but not terrible. Oh, that's not bad. That's really not bad. Let's do this instead. If I do this right, I can put this right at in that lower corner. No, I'm not going to do that. Do something fun with this. Yeah. You're right, on the 80s TV. Which is so funny because this is the supposedly the World of Warcraft playlist on Pretzel. Cracks me up every time. I know I technically didn't do anything to that thing, but by marking it masked, I know that I actually did something. Or that it is actually mine. So now let's put you. That one. Interesting, so it looks intentional. Perfect. Now it looks like it's supposed to be there. Where are we at? Okay. Fluff there. Try this. This is the opening to a rom-com. Like late 90s, early 2000s rom-com. This is that opening montage where they're showing the life of guy and the life of girl. I could do an entire show just naming what these tunes actually should go to. Oh yeah, this is definitely the intro montage to a rom-com. Be a light rom-com. Which is really funny because it's called Ritual of Xandor. How the heck? No. Alright, so we're gonna play a variant of Bander album. Name the rom-com that this belongs to, that this should go with. And if anybody's listening to this, if you've not heard of Bander album, check out my Discord. This is the intro to a lighter military-based movie. It's not a war movie, but someone getting ready to save the planet, save America from the evils of insert bad guy here. This is what I get for listening to soundtracks a lot, you know. Where was I? By the way, someone absolutely needs to clip the clip of me trashing George R.R. Martin just for giggles. How does that pull up? All right. I'm sorry. Oh, good. Another one to ban. I just had a warning pop up. Likely ban evader restricted, so that only I could see it. All right, so I'm looking for a stock for a fox skin, which is theoretically possible on a stock site. Fantasy Foxkin. Does it say something when it pops up mental health and then a husky fixing a car with a cat? I got nothing. I got nothing. Holy crap, I think that actually will work. Wish she was more of a wizard than anything, but let's look and see. Oh, wait. Dang it, there's a fox warrior, but not a fox wizard. I need a fox wizard. You know, the fun part is when I go through this stuff, I could easily... I actually get a lot of inspiration from some of this stuff. Fork edit's cool enough. I didn't think I was going to find something. Yeah, that'll work. Whee! Oof, oof, oof. That's better. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our fox here. There we go. So now the music is either some Japanese epic or The Karate Kid, Part 12. Is that what they're up to at this point, I think? Oh, that worked out perfectly. Love it when a plan comes together. I think once I get some of these things done here, some of the projects I've got for clients in between some of this, for my layout and design, I might start actually getting back into digital art so you can see. It's been a while. It's been a real long while. But I think it could be fun to see what's going on. But I gotta figure out how to get stuff hooked up correctly. Break out the old digital tablet. I could never actually write doing this because, well, get way too distracted, as you can tell. Court manipulator. Sorry. If you can't read the description of the court manipulator is a, let's see if I can zoom in. Well-to-do and dressed in fine leathers, manipulators are cunning wordsmiths. The easiest way to tell if one is lying to you is to see if it is speaking. I don't know why they just didn't call it the court politician, because L. But yeah, that's kind of funny. And chosen from aristocracy. Seriously, this is just the court politician. Not that I don't find that funny. Oof. I love the fact that it's a Fey politician. I mean, but holy crap. Sounds like a terrible foe to run up against, honestly. And twice as careful before you sign any legislation they put forward. I'm just saying. Maybe that's why every bill Congress puts through is 3,000 pages just to do just this one thing. We've never said that there are Fae in modern day politics. Lizard people for sure. That actually is canon from one of our Discovery sessions. I don't remember which one, but it is. But oh good, that's the last one. Alright. So I've got that space there. And the court servant. Dang. You know it's a rough court when the court servant is wearing studded leather armor. Just saying. To be fair, they may need to wear that just to protect themselves from the monarch's wrath at times. But studded leather on a servant. The name for this song is Apt Stargazer. So absolutely the intro to a movie, or that spot in the movie, the space movie, where they're looking to outer space and they're getting ready for launch, getting ready to build up. Or the intro credits. Gee, if I hurry, I might actually get this done before our time's done today. Alright, so I need a court manipulator. Excuse me. Too much pop. That's not a servant. I'm almost afraid to put in what I really should be looking for. Yeah, why not? I'm not responsible for what comes up on the screen. I'm just saying. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, that's actually really cool. I was only saying that because Crystal Servant earlier on this site, towards the bottom of the list, it started showing me pictures of adult toys. I do like that though. Ah, there's my. Yep, that's what I expected. Okay, we're done searching that. How? Adobe, you're broken. How is that a commoner? Seriously, how is that a commoner? Wait. See if I can find somebody who studied leather. That was the picture I used for my first leg. And the cover of the first, way back when, very first Dragonfire cover. Didn't work. Right, Adobe. Okay. Alright, how is that a servant? I don't get it. That's cool. Fine, we're gonna go with noble. Okay, that's cool. Can I crop this one right? That's cool. Save me for later. That's not terrible. How is there nothing that fits this? Alright, I have 12 minutes to finish this. You will work as that. Yes. So there's my politician. Theoretically. Do we have a half page or a... There, okay. Yes, I know he's wearing modern clothes. Once I fade him out, he won't. All right. So with this song, apparently we've gone back to Agrabah. Just saying. Don't ask me to sing it because you won't like it. I will hurt your eardrums. Although I am humming it in my head. I'm just saying. It's perfect. It's even got the same beat. This is why I get distracted. I'm just saying. Well, I am definitely not going to finish this one up before we sign off here. I'll at least get this out there, though. And I've got one more image to find. One more image to find, and then all the image fill-ins that I do. I do believe that looks like a politician, court manipulator. So I'm going to look for that. So with that, you know what? We're going to go ahead. Let's swap out here. All right, so thank you so much for joining me today again. Dave, Danielle, Joe, really appreciate it. Anybody else who was here who I didn't name, that's because you didn't tell me you were here. Just saying. I think this Wednesday actually is streaming night, so we'll be doing discoveries theoretically. We'll see. I don't know. My sense of time is gone, completely gone. So we'll check that out. What else have I got going on? Talked about Grand Rapids. The week after Grand Rapids, we'll actually be over in. Yeah, thank you. We're gonna miss you. The week after Grand Rapids will actually be in Port Huron the weekend after for the Blue Water International Comic Con. and potentially some new stuff coming in the next year. Not just products, but other fun stuff. Because you know me, I have this much attention span and like to do new stuff. I have started writing again, though, working on sci-fi, some other novellas. Actually, I have one of the novellas almost thought out. I don't ever plan because after I tried to start planning. And every time I do, my characters argue with me anyways, so I just let them deal with it now. I kind of point them at something and they go, and I just go, deal with it. And they do. Kind of like my players. It's kind of funny that way. Anyways, I'll see you hopefully later this week, if not next Sunday. Again, cool. Again, thank you for joining me. Danielle, thank you so much for jumping in as moderator, even though you are 8 hours ahead, a few hours ahead at least, and on the other side of the pond, as they say. So, thank you so much. Dave, thanks for dropping in. Joe as well, thank you. And, let's see here. Yep, cool. Thank you very much. I'll see you folks later. I really appreciate it. Have a great week and great games.